Welcome to Historic Adventures. Today, we're journeying through time to the enchanting ruins of Houghton House. Unveil the mysteries, embrace the past, and join us on this captivating escapade. Let's adventure together. In the dawn of the 17th century, nestled amidst the rolling landscapes, arose the magnificent Houghton House. Constructed under the auspices of Mary Herbert, the distinguished Countess of Pembroke, it was intended as a grand hunting retreat. In the early 17th century, Houghton House emerged as a magnificent symbol of royalty and architectural innovation. Commissioned in 1615 by Mary Herbert, the Dowager Countess of Pembroke, this grand structure sat on a piece of land generously bestowed upon her by King James I, who reigned from 1603 to 1625. Mary Herbert wasn't just any noblewoman. She was an influential figure at the royal court, making Houghton House a significant focal point of its time. A fascinating element of Houghton House's inception was its dual architectural influence. John Thorpe, an architect deeply rooted in the Jacobean tradition, likely contributed to its design. However, a more contemporary touch was added by another, believed by many to be Inigo Jones. The structure showcases a harmonious blend of Jacobean aesthetics intertwined with the classic architectural touch. Notably, the residence features two intricately designed loggias, believed to be masterpieces of the renowned architect Inigo Jones. The magnificence of Houghton House wasn't just in its bricks and mortar. It might very well have sparked the imagination of the 17th century Christian author John Bunyan, serving as the muse for the palace beautiful in his seminal work, The Pilgrim's Progress. However, by 1797, the house met a fate of deconstruction, yet its remnants persisted, standing the test of time, and were celebrated as a picturesque ruin within the serene expanse of Ampthill Park. Jones is often credited with ushering the classical style into England, a revolutionary architectural shift during that period. By 1621, the allure and grandeur of Houghton House were evident. So much so that King James I himself graced the location with a royal visit, honouring the Countess Mary and sealing the house's place in the annals of history. In the aftermath of Mary's death, the annals of Houghton House witnessed a significant shift. James I, in an act of royal prerogative, bequeathed the estate to the esteemed Bruce family. It was Robert Bruce, the Earl of Aylesbury, who played an instrumental role during one of England's most tumultuous periods, the restoration of Charles II in 1660. Historically, Houghton was a seasonal abode, coming to life mainly during the summer months. However, under the Bruce stewardship, it was elevated from a mere summer residence to the family's primary country manor, teeming with life all year round. An architectural renaissance dawned with the Bruce's occupancy. The once corner turret staircases emblematic of Houghton's original design underwent transformation. The family introduced a majestic staircase in the main hall, creating a dignified passage linking the hall with the grand chamber above, crafted with intricate wooden carvings. This staircase was not just a functional feature, but an art piece in its own right. Equally captivating was the detailed plasterwork adorning the house, with mezzanine-level niches that have withstood the test of time. However, the winds of change didn't favour Houghton House forever. As the 18th century waned, the house faced deconstruction. A notable artefact from its storied past, the grand staircase, found a new home at the Swan Inn in Bedford, where, to this day, it stands as a silent testimony to its former glory. Intriguingly, whispers of Houghton's grandeur seem to have inspired literary pursuits. It is widely believed that John Bunyan looked to this regal edifice as the archetype for the palace beautiful in his seminal work, The Pilgrim's Progress, which saw its first edition in 1678. Such was the indelible mark Houghton House left, not just on the landscape but in the annals of British literature. In the mid-18th century, the sprawling grounds of Houghton came under the stewardship of an eminent figure, the 4th Duke of Bedford, who became its proud owner in 1738. His legacy was shortly lived there as his son, the Marquess of Tavistock, took residence in 1764. However, tragedy struck just 3 years later when the Marquis met an untimely end in a hunting mishap. Following this unfortunate event, the 5th Duke of Bedford made a pivotal decision. He leased the hunting park to a neighbouring aristocrat, inadvertently making Houghton House less appealing to potential renters due to its separation from the park. In a dramatic turn in 1794, he decreed the dismantling of Houghton. The house was stripped to its bare bones, erasing all traces of its past splendour. Yet, destiny had a unique path for Houghton. In the early 1770s, the visionary Earl of Upper Ossory sought the expertise of the renowned landscapist Lancelot Capability Brown. His assignment was to transform Ampthill Park, a neighbouring estate. Brown, with his characteristic flair, integrated the Houghton House, despite it being beyond Ampthill's confines, into his grand design. The tale takes another turn in 1804, when the Earl of Upper Ossory took possession of both the park and the remnants of the once grand Houghton House. To this day, Houghton House, even in its skeletal state, stands as an emblematic fixture of the region, casting majestic panoramas over what was once its thriving hunting ground. Nestled atop a vantage point with breathtaking panoramas of the Bedfordshire landscape, Houghton House stands as a testament to opulence and grandeur. This architectural marvel, constructed of brick accentuated with stone facades, boasts an emblematic H-shaped blueprint. Rising originally to a majestic 3 stories, it served as the illustrious backdrop for the social soirees of the Countess of Pembroke. Set amidst the verdant tapestry of gardens and the sprawling expanse of the hunting park, the architectural brilliance of the house shines through. Interestingly, in a break from tradition, the grandest chambers of the house command a northern view. This choice, while unconventional, ensured that occupants would always have the most captivating panoramas of the garden. The northern and western facades of the house boast magnificent double-storey loggias, offering a sheltered gateway to the verdure beyond. These loggias, believed to be the brainchild of the eminent Inigo Jones, stand as some of the earliest embodiments of neoclassical architecture in England. At a time when the elite were increasingly gravitating towards this style, such design choices weren't mere aesthetics, they were profound statements of affluence and refined taste. Adorning the loggias are intricately carved friezes, each telling tales of the Dowager Countess of Pembroke and her lineage. Among these carvings one can spot her distinguished coat of arms, delicate floral emblems, and notably the emblematic bear and staff, a nod to the Dudleys, her maternal forebears. In addition to the loggias, there's speculation that Inigo Jones lent his design genius to the stately entrance porch gracing the southern front of the house. Upon entering Houghton House, visitors were immediately greeted by the grandeur of the Great Hall. Not only was this the largest expanse within the residence, but it also played host to myriad festivities. On notable occasions, it transformed into a communal dining space where both family and attendants gathered. In subsequent years, the vastness of the hall was segmented to carve out a more intimate dining enclave for the immediate family. Above this hall, the Great Chamber beckoned, originally envisioned as a plush space for private dinners and elite social gatherings. The 1760s saw a transformation of this room into a sprawling library. The residence's first floor comprised the opulent family apartments boasting stunning vistas of the manicured gardens and the expansive hunting park beyond. In contrast, the garret rooms on the top floor provided modest accommodations for the diligent household staff. Notably, the east wing of the house, now lost to time, once contained the bustling service wing. It was a hub of activity with its kitchen, brew house, still room and scullery providing the essential behind-scenes support for the grandeur witnessed in the main edifice. In the majestic grounds of Houghton House, the marriage of man-made splendour and nature's grandeur is evident. The park, originally conceived for hunting, and its adjoining gardens were not mere afterthoughts but central to the vision for Houghton House. An 18th century survey paints a vivid portrait of the landscape. Verdant orchards, sprawling fields, bustling dog kennels, and even a charming bowling green taking pride of place within the park. The vast estate boasted an array of gardens, each with its unique function and allure. Adjacent to the service wing, one would find the utilitarian kitchen garden, the drying yard, and the vibrant cherry garden. Each had its role, ensuring that the estate functioned seamlessly and was also a feast for the eyes. Drawing closer to the stately home, visitors would be greeted by meticulously designed formal gardens, ensconced within walled courts. An emblem of aristocratic elegance, these gardens served both as a testament to man's mastery over nature and a sanctuary for quiet reflection. Beyond these formal gardens, one's gaze would stretch down a grand avenue, lined with imposing trees. This verdant corridor then opened up to what can best be described as an orchestrated wilderness. Here, the pristine lawns intertwined with serene ponds, showcasing nature in its most untouched yet thoughtfully presented form, nestled amidst the rolling hills and serene woodlands. The ruins of Houghton House whisper tales of a time long past. But not all tales are of lords and ladies, of decadence and decline. Some speak of the unknown, the supernatural. Houghton House, once a magnificent Jacobean mansion, now stands as an enigmatic skeletal remnant. As the sun sets, shadows stretch and dance over the ancient bricks, hinting at spirits of old. Visitors have often recounted feelings of being watched, of seeing fleeting shadows from the corners of their eyes. Soft whispers echo through the ruins, though no soul is in sight. But the most chilling of all tales is that of the phantom carriage. Some late-night wanderers have spoken of hearing the hooves of spectral horses galloping at full tilt, only to vanish into the ether without a trace. Though its opulent days are behind it, the aura surrounding Houghton House remains, drawing the curious and the brave. But remember, when you walk its grounds, you might not be alone. As you depart the captivating grounds of Houghton House, let its memories linger in your mind. The architecture, the rich history, and the serene surroundings have left an indelible mark on your heart. But the experience doesn't have to end here. Just around the corner, the local community beckons with its own charm. Why not take a leisurely stroll and let the local warmth envelop you? Delightful local shops stand ready to offer you a unique blend of handmade crafts, local produce, and trinkets that capture the essence of this region. Each artifact tells a story. Each item is a memory waiting to be cherished. Legend has it that on moonlit nights, the ethereal figure of a lady draped in white can be seen wandering the grounds, searching for something, or perhaps someone she lost long ago. Others claim to have heard the haunting melodies of a harpsichord, a melancholic tune that fills the night, a musical ghost from the house's golden days. And if you've developed an appetite or simply wish to indulge in the region's bounties, the nearby farms offer fresh, organic produce that is a testament to the fertile lands of this area. Pick up fresh fruits for a refreshing snack or gather ingredients for a delightful dinner. There's no better taste than the taste of freshness. So as Houghton House fades in your rearview mirror, know that the journey isn't over. Dive deep into the local charm and let the spirit of the community be the perfect epilogue to your memorable visit. Sit back and relax as we take you on a breathtaking journey. We hope you enjoy the captivating beauty captured by our drone. Enjoy the view. thank you for journeying with us to Houghton Houses. If you've enjoyed this glimpse into history, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Remember, every like supports our mission to share more historic adventures with you. Until next time, see you soon.